Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday evening. I've got a little something I kind of need to talk about that it's, to me it's not that big of an issue because, some people are just going to be who they are. But before I get into that, if you're new to the channel, hopefully you enjoy the content. Hopefully you like this video. Don't be afraid to check out some of the other videos on the channel. If you enjoy it, it would be greatly appreciated if you were to hit like and subscribe. If you've seen the channel before and you haven't hit subscribe yet, go ahead and do it. Might make your day feel better. I know it's. You could be having a bad day and, you see one of my videos and, maybe it's a good pick-me-up. So, what I wanted to talk about. Now, as everybody knows, I've started, I went and I bought one of these and I've started using it to, kind of, write stuff down, on a specific topic or whatever that I'm doing. And there's some people, now, and this is not intended in any way, but some people are like, oh, this guy's a hockey guy ripoff. Oh, he's just a knockoff of the hockey guy. He's stealing Shannon's stuff. Number one, we all love Shannon. Shannon is, he's literally, when it comes to hockey content, he is, without a doubt, he's terrific. His subscriber base says so. And I asked a number of people, a number of watchers, subscribers, people who hadn't subscribed, subscribers, anybody, people in the comments sections. And I asked them, what would you guys like to see, to help make the content better, might make the channel a little better. And one of the big things, one of the biggest things that they all said was get a whiteboard, get some markers, and do some more in-depth videos that you can use the whiteboard to write stuff down. Because I watched a video where Shannon talked about why he uses whiteboards, and he said kind of similar to me. He has a tendency, if he's just talking about stuff, he sometimes forgets. He's talking about a specific topic and he forgets something, so he uses the whiteboard to help remember. And and that's kind of similar to me. I have a really bad tendency to forget stuff. And there's times I go on and I sometimes can ramble. If I have the whiteboard, it helps me kind of stay more on task of what I'm talking about. And I'm not totally off rambling. And a lot of other people also said the good thing that they, of having the whiteboard is they can follow exactly what I'm talking about. And it's easier to follow. To me, it's easier to follow. It's easier for me to talk about the topics on the board. And, for the subscribers, it's easier for them to follow along, so they can follow it. And that's some of the most things that they had said, that, they'd love to see me have a whiteboard. They're like, not trying to rip Shannon off, but they're like, it's a formula that works for him. Go for it. So I did. And that's kind of what I'm doing. And, and some people are like, hey, this is cool. It's kind of like the hockey guy, but it's his own, it's his own style. He's doing his own content, but he's doing it, kind of similar, but, not trying to, completely rip him off. And unfortunately, there's been a number of people in the comment section that have said to these people, they're like, is he the only one that can use a whiteboard to talk about hockey? I mean, if you don't like the content, you don't have to watch. And to me, it helps me focus better. I've noticed, especially in the couple of videos that I've done with the whiteboard, it helps me focus a little better, and the video doesn't drag on for, I mean, if there's a lot of content in there, then yeah, I could. But as long as I'm hitting all the points that I'm wanting to hit, and I'm not just going off on, on something totally different. Now, to me, if I were to ever hit the heights that Shannon has on his channel, which that's a hell of a lofty goal, and I would love to hit that at some point. I really would. I would love to hit that someday, because this is what I enjoy doing. I have loved hockey since I was a little kid, and I would always talk about it with my friends, showing off the jerseys, all that. And I never really had the idea of ever starting up my own YouTube channel. I started watching Shannon probably 3-4 years ago, and I've loved his stuff ever since. And it was only maybe a year and a half ago, I think, after I started watching some other people also who were doing jersey unboxings on their channel, jersey unbaggings, and just talking hockey in general. And I thought, that'd be kind of cool, because anytime I would buy a new jersey, I'd just go unbox it, all that. But as I started watching, guys like Neil from Post to Post, Brendan from BW Hockey, BA Sports, Stevie the Enforcer, as I'm watching them, and they're unboxing the jerseys, and of course I'm sitting there watching, and I'm just like, oh, what did they get? The anticipation. I was like, what did they get? I would get excited. What would they get? Especially if you're doing a mystery box, I was like, what did they get? I would just get into it. And it just kind of, all of a sudden, I was like, that'd be kind of cool. And maybe I could start start a channel of my own, and maybe, do something similar. And so I did. About a year and a half ago, I started this channel up. And, jersey unboxings, unbaggings, those are my favorite things to do. Which, oddly enough, hopefully here maybe in the next week and a half, depending, hopefully somewhere in the next couple weeks, hopefully I should have 2 of them showing up from a couple guys that are in one of the hockey jersey Facebook groups. So hopefully I'll be able to get those, and those will be fantastic to unbox. I will definitely enjoy those. But this is something, I love doing this. The first couple videos that I did, the first video I ever did, just, as kind of an introduction to the channel, I had to do that thing 5 times. I was so nervous, even though I'm just talking into my phone, but I'm on a camera, I'm seeing myself, and I was nervous. I literally had to do like 4 or 5 takes on that, but I finally got it. And the first couple were kind of like, oh, I was nervous. But once I started doing it a few times, all of a sudden, okay, now it starts flowing. It's a little easier. And yeah, just a few months ago, I had asked, what some of the subscribers would want to see, what's some of the stuff that, would help them, enjoy the video more. And they all suggested whiteboard, magnets, and a couple of them even went and said, I know Shannon does power rankings, but you know what? It'd be awesome to see you do a power rankings too, and kind of compare the two. Compare Shannon's, compare mine, and to see if there's any big differences, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to rip Shannon off. That's not my goal. I thoroughly enjoy his channel. I enjoy his content. I've watched pretty much every video that he uploads. So that is not what I'm trying to do. I am not trying to be a hockey guy ripoff. Some people obviously think that, apparently. But here's the thing. If somebody else decided to start a YouTube channel, like if I ever got to the heights that Shannon has gotten to, and somebody else is watching my videos, and they're seeing me, writing stuff on a whiteboard, talking about the stuff on the board, staying on topic and all that, and they go and they start their own hockey YouTube channel, and they start doing something similar, like, hey, it's working for him. God, maybe I could give that a try. And some people then would go and say, well, you're just a ripoff of Larry NHL Hockey. Me? Number one, I wouldn't mind. Number two, I would find it flattering. I would be like, hey, you know what? Do it. Do it. It works. Do it. I would give my blessing if somebody else wanted to do that. If somebody else wanted to copy my channel in any way, shape, or form, especially if this channel could become as big as Shannon's, I would be like, absolutely. Go right ahead. It would make me feel good. I mean, it would make me feel good. It would. Somebody who is wanting to, somebody that would want to be following in my footsteps, if that could happen. Number one, not only would I not have a problem with it, I would encourage them to do it. I would encourage it. And I would be the first one to say, try this out. Try getting a whiteboard, try getting magnets, all that. I wouldn't have a problem with it. I would enjoy it. I would thoroughly enjoy it if somebody were to do that. And I wouldn't be one to go and say, oh, he's just a Larry NHL ripoff. No, that's not how that goes. That's not how I work. I would be the first one to encourage it. Because if it works, why not use it? And, and like I said, the last thing I want to do is, seem like I'm ripping Shannon off. I'm more or less, I use kind of what he does as like an inspiration to help build my channel and to help grow my channel. If somebody else would want to do that and use my channel to help their channel grow, by all means do it. So, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that because there's a couple of guys, and there's even a couple of guys that are like, you know what, this is cool. It's like, he obviously watches the hockey guy, and he's trying to, and Shannon is, probably without really knowing, inspiring him to do something similar. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. And a lot of people, like I said, there's only a couple of them that seem to have an issue with this. And other than that, most of them are like, holy cow, this could be like the next hockey guy. This is cool. They love Shannon, and they like mine, and they're like, this is cool. Because then there might be subjects that I do that Shannon hasn't done yet. I mean, like, talking about Jason Robertson and the fact that the Buffalo Sabres, are in the market for him. One thing I did forget in that video was I had forgotten Buffalo doesn't have their third round pick. So they could not do an offer sheet in that one tier between 8.5 and 10.5, because they would have to give up not just the 2 first rounders and a second rounder, but a third also. And they don't have the third round pick, so they can't do that, which is probably why they haven't offer sheeted him or even tried to offer sheet him. They would have to either go the tier down, which I think Dallas matches immediately somehow, or they go full blown balls to the wall, over $10.5 million a year, and risk giving up 4 first-round picks. So that's where I forgot on that one, because I had totally forgotten that they had traded their 3rd-round pick in that trade where they sent Eichel to Vegas. So, that's probably why they haven't offer sheeted him. But overall, Shannon is kind of like an inspiration. He's inspired me to go down this. He's one of the guys who's inspired me to go down this route. He's one of the guys that because I watch the stuff. I watch his stuff, and I see what he does on the whiteboard, and it's easy for me to follow along too. And I'm like, that's cool. And that's what I want to do here. I want to be able to make it easy for the subscribers and for the watchers to follow along, to be able to and so I can follow along too in what I'm talking about. But some people, obviously, a couple people apparently there's a couple people that don't like it, and I guess when you've got a channel that's starting to gain subscribers, you're gonna find a couple people that they're just not happy. They're just, nothing you do is gonna make them happy. So I mean, if they want to think that I'm a hockey guy ripoff, well, apparently there's nothing that I can do to change their mind. But if I'm giving informative information on doing some of these longer videos that I do research on, if it's informative, if the subscribers and the watchers think it's informative and they enjoy it, then of course I'm going to continue to do it. Some people, some people just aren't happy. But, I'm going to keep doing it. And, because there are a couple other in-depth videos that I want to get into. And that's where having this will for sure come in handy. Because it does. It helps me it helps me stay on track. It helps me stay focused on the topic at hand that I'm doing the video about. And hopefully it's able to help the watchers and the subscribers be able to follow along with the topic, so I don't go off and just ramble about stuff, because a lot of times, I can be talking about something there, and then all of a sudden, oh, hey, a shiny thing. That's all. ADHD. That's what happens. That's kind of what happens. All of a sudden, I'm doing something, and next thing you know, oh, hey, look at the kitty. Or in our case, oh, look at the dog. Because we have dogs. So, hopefully most of you will still, enjoy the content using the whiteboards, and the whiteboards, and yes, I am looking at getting some stickers, making up some magnets or something, and being able to if it's something team related, I could put the magnet there or whatever. And if some people want to think that I'm trying to rip Shannon off, well, I guess they're going to think that. That's not the intention. That's not what I would want to do. That's not why I'm using a whiteboard and all that. It helps me focus. It helps me be able to remember stuff. And if there's something that I forget, I can write it on the board, and and all that stuff. And so, that's why. And as long as you guys are enjoying the videos, and if it's drawing more people in that like the videos and will have them subscribe, then of course I'm going to continue to do it, because it works. It's worked for Shannon. Why not try? And like I said, it makes me stay on task. It makes me not just ramble about stuff. So that's basically all that, that's all I just wanted to say, was just to kind of clear that up, that, there's a couple of people out there that I guess, no matter what kind of content you make, they're not going to be happy. They're always, going to find something to rip on. So, I guess, their objective is to just rip on me about, using a whiteboard like Shannon does. So, but if you guys enjoy it, I will definitely keep doing it because it helps me, like I said, it helps me stay focused on the topic that I'm talking about. And so, yeah. So I just wanted to kind of get that off my chest, as that's gone for 20 minutes now. And, hopefully, hopefully you guys enjoy, the content that I make. And, hopefully, more people will come in. More people will watch the videos. Hopefully they'll like it enough where they hit the like and subscribe button. And again, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the stuff, hit like and subscribe. If you've been here before and you haven't, you're just not quite sure, I don't know if I should hit the subscribe button, or like and subscribe, go ahead and do it. There's been a few people where, they've had bad days and they see a video of mine pop up and they go and they click on it and they've said it's made their day better. So, if I can do that, awesome. To me, that's fantastic. So, let me know in the comments section below too. Do you guys not mind the fact that I'm using a whiteboard and stuff like that? Because something tells me Shannon doesn't. Shannon probably wouldn't mind. I mean, I've actually thought about trying to message him and ask him that. Because to me, I sure wouldn't mind it if somebody wanted to, saw what I was doing on my channel and enjoy and thought, hey, that's cool, and wanted to do something similar. I'd encourage it. I think I'd be the first one to go and say, do it. Do it. It works. To me, that would be, if somebody wanted to do that, if my channel could get to that heights that Shannon has, and somebody wanted to use me and my channel as inspiration for theirs, absolutely, by all means, go ahead. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I'll put the link to the Discord down below, and we can keep that conversation going, because it's fun. This in turn, it's fun. I enjoy this. Hockey has been my passion since I was basically a baby. And so, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And, like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit like and subscribe. It'd be fantastic. If you haven't quite hit like and subscribe yet, go ahead and do it. Like I said, might make your day feel better. And, I guess some people, you just can't make some people happy. But you know what? As long as I'm able to make a good majority of you guys happy with doing the whiteboards and stuff like that, that's all I need. So again, let me know in the comments section what you guys think. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys later.